Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. Welcome back for episode 28 of our Medieval Dynasty Let's Play. If you learned anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like, and if you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and load in. We have a couple of plans for today. I'll wait till the load screen's over. Alrighty, and we are in. So, I did a lot of crafting yesterday. If you look at the time, we are in day 3 of summer. I crafted through a full game day. We made 200 some flatbread from the rye that we had stashed. And that actually got us another technology level to where we can now upgrade the workshop to workshop 3. Now, I was looking at these, so the large wicker basket takes 12 sticks to make and sells for 25 coins, which is just barely a two coin, well, you'll get one extra coin, but basically it's 2 coins per stick. Now, if we look at the small wicker basket, it costs 5 sticks and we get 15 coins, which is 3 coins per stick, meaning that the small wicker basket is the best wicker basket for coins per stick to make. The wicker crate is actually about the same. It's actually a little bit worse because it's just under 2. The 16 and 16 is 32. The wooden wheel I'm still considering because it takes 4 planks, but I think with those 4 planks we could make 40 where'd they go? Wooden vials. So you're looking at 120 coins for the same number of planks, whereas here you're only looking at 40 coins. So it's 10 coins per plank there, whereas you're looking at 30 coins per plank up here. And I can't, that's not worth it. Because each one sells for 3 and each plank makes 10. So yeah, that's a thing. So a lot of this stuff, if you were going to put it in your village for pretty, absolutely. But if you're trying to make money off of it, stick to the lower end stuff. It's going to give you more coin per. Now, a couple of things that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to build at least 2 more houses. And we're not going to pull it out yet because we're going to use it as an extra overflow house. But this small house is going to go away, and I'm going to put another fire pit here for the people that live in this area. Because I was thinking we already have the overflow house that's over on this line. This one here. So we can just have our heir live there because it's closer to everything anyway. So I think we're going to tear that one out and just make it a sitting area kind of like this, except with benches instead of the logs, now that we can put benches in. I do want to make another smithy, though. We are going to need it, at least until we can get iron, and honestly we can probably still utilize it after that. But at minimum we're going to need it until we get iron. So we're going to go ahead and place that because we know that we're going to make it. And that's going to help us fill that gap where we pulled out the stable too. So that's going to look just about right. So we're going to need 2 producers to man that. We still need 4 producers for the mine, I think. Is that right? 3 producers for the mine. But we also need the fourth one to replace the guy that I pulled out of the woodshed. So we're still going to need 4 producers. Preferably 5 because of the well, but we'll go with 4 because that's easy for mating pairs. And we have a producer that is on maternity leave, which is why we're short. So the well can wait. We can just manually handle that until then. So we're going to need 2 producers and 4 gatherers. Now, we currently have 2 overflow houses, which gets us 4 out of 6. So we really only need 1 more house. The problem is, where are we going to put it? Because at this point, we are running out of places to put houses. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get it as even as we can with the back of this house. And just bring it straight out until it'll let us place it. Come on. Anytime now. So we're going to have a house there. And then we are also going to have a house here. And probably 1 more, but I'm going to hold off on that for right now. So that's going to replace the 2 overflow houses. Yeah, we're going to need 1 more. But I already moved, so I'm not going to place it right at this moment. We still need to get those built. Besides, taxes are a real problem. So our building limit, we're 10 away, so we can still get away with this. One of the things that I do want to do, though, because we are on the last day of the season, and it's going to reset on us, is I want to go see what we can get for people. Because once the season resets, we'll be able to grab more people still. So I would like to be able to flesh this out as quickly as possible. So we're going to disregard our money-making schemes for the moment to try to get some staff. Woo! Okay. So we need a male and a female producer, and we need 2 males and 2 female diggers. So we've got a female producer.
How can I help you?
So we're going to put her in a house right now. She's not going to get a job right away, unfortunately. It is what it is. But she will get one of the overflow houses for the moment, just so she doesn't leave us. Oh! Oh! Is one of the small, simple houses occupied? Well, that's not good. Yeah. Oh, that's our house. Oh, the other one's occupied too. Well, shit. I did not see that one coming. And then what do we need here? We actually need a female producer here, so let's move that gal. What was her name? Ulrika? It's a pretty name. So let's move her in with this guy, since they're both going to be producers. So that fixes that problem. So what other producers are we missing, management-wise? If we look at our production, just 2 for the smithy. Everything else is squared up. Well, shit. Do we have somebody on maternity leave that's a producer? Is that what's going on? Oh, nope, she's a digger. She's a hunter. She's a farmer. She's a farmer. She's a farmer. Crap, that's our good farmer. And she's a hunter. Well, the herbalist. She's a producer. But she's still a blacksmith. Still a... I don't know what's going on there. So we might wind up with a producer that's more or less off on their own. I suppose we can always find another production building to put them in. But right now we need diggers badly. And we've only got one house to put them in. So we're only going to get 2 out of the 3 that we need. Eventually 4. Chat, rabbit. I tried to streamline some of the sales stuff in the last episode. That's part of what got cut, because it was a lot of time in menus doing math. Here soon we're going to have basically a whole episode of specifically streamlining stuff. There's 2 female producers. That's a rough choice. We'll remember they're here. If we can't find the diggers that we need, we will make do with producers. I would prefer diggers right now, but it is what it is. So my idea is we're going to have one of the forges refining copper and tin, one of the forges refining bronze from the copper and tin, and making stone knives for the remainder. And then the last forge is going to be making bronze tools, provided we can get enough copper and tin coming in to make it work that way. Ah, crap. I thought I could dodge between the trees. I was wrong. I'm just glad it didn't happen in wolf territory. And we almost did it again. You got diggers? Please? All female. No. Nope. Farmers and traders. It is super nice that we can cover so much ground so quickly, though. There we go, we'll just jump over the deep part of the river. Just the one? Hey, it's a digger and a producer. Fantastic. Actually, let's put Mr. Nearat to work right away. Oh, right. Into the mines you go. Can you get off the fence, please? Thank you. Now, before midnight rolls around, we need to make sure that they got the cabbage fields done. We don't particularly need cabbage, but that seed's going to give us diplomacy XP and get us money. Shit. Perfect.
How are you?
Now I don't feel bad about losing out on him. So he's a digger as well, but he is male, which is a problem. So if we go down to the mine, we're still short a miner. But now we need housing, so we're going to have to head home. So we can't really take on any extras at the moment. Still though, productive run. We got 3 people. Yeah, if we can get 2 more diggers, then that'll support us for now. 1 for the mine and 1 for the wood shack. Alright, let's let our stamina come back, because we are in bandit territory. That must be one of my old spears. I'm not going to bother to stop for it. They're not worth enough to really care. And we're home. I like that. Okay, so we're going to need 108 stone. Hopefully we've got it. We're already back up to 64 limestone. That's good. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we need 108 stone and 38 logs. I could have made some more vials, but we were already so far into this day. I didn't want to spend any more time crafting, or we would have lost the rest of the season. All right. So there's some streamlining that I want to do, but it's not high priority just this second. Probably towards the end of this episode, or possibly next episode, I would like to get some of our stuff streamlined. Things like the cheese production, I would like to not have to do that myself. I would like to get that automated. And then for any future flatbread, the flatbread crafting, we made almost 200 of it. And that doesn't sound like a lot. We've made quite a bit more in knives and things. The thing is, it's 8 seconds a piece to craft. So that is a whole lot of time. A whole lot of time. I mean, even if it was a second a piece, it would have been a little over 3 minutes. But it was 8 times that. So it was, I mean, that was a half an hour just of that. And that's not counting the other crafting that was done as well. You know what? We have a potion that can probably make this go a little bit faster. There we go. Wow, that buff lasts a lot longer than I thought it would. I was a little disappointed that they didn't tell you how long the buff lasted in the potion. But that's okay. I think we're going to move in the producers first, because that guy had been living here longer. I feel like he should get the upgraded house sooner. I should have moved the window to the other side, but oh well, it is what it is. They're NPCs, they were hobos before we found them. If their window looks at a brick wall, that's a them problem. Okay, then we need 80 planks. And we should be done with this house. Hopefully our potion will last long enough for us to at least be unburdened by the time that we get these placed. We may have to make another one for the second house. I really like the way that that worked out. Although I don't know that we have enough poppy for it. I think we sold all the poppy. Because we weren't really using the potions all that often. Oh shit, that's what I forgot to do. Our herbalist. We don't need any more chicory. There we go. So, it turns out that we actually had to gather the chicory for our son. We couldn't take the stuff that they got for us, unfortunately. Not a huge deal, but, you know, disappointing. Alrighty, there we go. Now we can move in one of the couples. Not entirely sure which house they're in, so let's find them. Oh, it's not a simple house. It's a small simple house. Ingolf and Hermenegilda? No. Those two are brand new. Nerat and Scarbamira. Those are both miners as well. What the hell? I thought we had some producers. Okay, well, who has the highest happiness? Alright, we're moving Nerat and Scarbamira in. So, G. Nerat. Yep. And Scarbamira. Scarbimira. There we go. And we might have time to get the other house done. It's going to be close. Do we have another weight potion? We do! We have 3. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and steal another 108 stones. And 38 logs. Man, even cutting the logs back, they're still getting out of hand. 500, Jesus. We might be able to get away with not using the potion. Maybe. And maybe not. Well, it's easier than getting on and off the horse a shit ton of times, I suppose. So let's... Where did our potion go? There it is. I'm just blind. Oh shit. It almost wasn't enough. Okay, let's not take more food damage. Whoop. So these guys' back windows are actually going to look into each other's houses. That's going to be kind of awkward. Window there, window there. But again, they were hobos, so this is a them problem. At least they have a house. Can't tell if that was thunder or the neighbor's motorcycle. Really hoping for the neighbor's motorcycle. You know what? Let's... There we go. Well, crap. Stick, 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 sticky stick. I don't know. We might have gotten rid of all the stick spawns with all the building we did. All the houses look the same back here. It's suburbia hell. Nope. The whole housing district is just the suburbia hell. Hey, Stesso, what's going on, man? Well, we got our mine up, finally. It made the cave absolutely massive. Wood. Log. There we go. So we are going to need 40 of these. Yeah, the best part about it, to be completely honest, other than them actually being able to get their own ore now, the best part about it is it actually puts up torches throughout the entirety of the cave system. Yeah, I can get iron now. I can get the ore, and I can refine it into bars, and have some, but I still can't make iron tools. That's part of the reason that I crafted so much at the end of our last episode. I made 200 and some change flatbread. I spent a full game day just crafting. And it did unlock the workshop tier 3, but we still have to go one more level down to get the forge tier 3, which is where it allows you to buy the recipes for iron tools. But still, we were only halfway there, and we made it a chunk of the way, so... The flatbread craft time is 8 minutes. Or, I'm sorry, 8 seconds. And that's with the tier 3 of the faster cooking. So, making 200 of them took the better part of a half an hour real time. And that doesn't count the running back and forth to fill the buckets back up with water. I don't think we're actually going to get to place these planks. I think it's going to tip over into midnight. Yeah, it was brutal. I also made like 50-some knives and put them up for sale. I made some fur things and put them up for sale. Made a bunch of cheese, put it up for sale. Yep, it just hit midnight because our quest just ticked over, which means as soon as we're done crafting planks, it's going to pull us to our bed. The other upside is the mine actually takes 6 people, so you can get quite a bit of production out of it. The downside is I thought that we were mostly done with our building sprees for episodes, and I was wrong because we had to get a bunch more diggers. There we go. And now it's fall. I think I'm going to finish the house before I handle the fields. Alright, Otto. How'd your talk with your lady friend go? She liked the flowers very much. Asked her a few questions, get to know her a little better. You showed an interest in her. What happened next? I told her I loved her. Oh. I'm going to say that was brave. She told me she's flattered, but she's married. He's 4. A bit older than Mom, I think. Oh. That poor kid. I think they need to stagger the quests for the kid out a little bit better. Because a lot of the quests that they give you for him are, they're not something that... I mean, the friend that needed all the stuff for him, he was 2, and he was asking about all of these things for his friend, who was about my size and all this stuff, and then he made some very mature comments at the very end of the quest that were things I would expect out of somebody in their 20s, not somebody that was 2. And it was interesting, but the age just threw me. Alright. I am not gonna limp that whole way. Where's our horse? Come here, buddy. Yeah. I hear ya. All I do is make you carry my fat ass around. Now we are going to need a third house because we still need we still need one more producer. Well, I guess 2 really wouldn't hurt. I'm sure we can find something for the other one to do. My worry is we have so many people that are either out on maternity leave or about to be that I'm going to get all the jobs filled back up and then they're going to come off maternity leave and I'm not going to have anywhere for them to go. That's my big worry. I was hoping I could shuffle people around, like when we lost our hunter from maternity leave, wasn't a big deal. I just moved our fisher over, because all that we're doing with the fish is we're catching fish, drying the same amount, and then selling it. So we lose a little bit of money income, but we don't lose production that way. It's not like we were relying on it for food, but we're starting to, like, we just lost the herbalist, so I had to pull one of the hunters out. For the mine, I had to pull one of our woodcutters out, which, in the grand scheme of things, with the way we're still racking up logs, was not really a big deal. But I would like to not have to sacrifice things that are making us money. Okay, we are going to need one more house. So we may as well get it placed, even if we don't build it right off. Horse, you're killing me. Now, if I put it here, is it going to stick out too far into the median? Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, we just got the achievement for reaching a city. Okay, perfect. And this is still going to give us a little alleyway back to where when we take this house out, we'll have a sitting area here. So that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I can dig it. Alright, so let's move the people out of the other small house and into this one. Where's our... these guys? Ingolf and Hermenegilda. Ingolf... yeah, and Hermenegilda. Perfect. So now, we should effectively be able to tear this one down, which is going to help with taxes. So originally I was going to put our heir and his wife in this house, but we have the actual overflow house that we can use that for, and it keeps them more centralized. It's not buried in the back. So I think we're going to be better off to use that one. There we go. And then we can put a fire here and some of those benches and tables, just to give them a little sitting area that's out of the wind. As I want to revamp this one eventually too. Unfortunately, beautification has fallen a little bit to the wayside for the moment. 8, and then we're going to need a lot of planks. Or not planks, logs. Shit. So we don't have anybody on water at the moment, so we have to do that ourselves. I want to revamp the food too, but I want to get ourselves situated with everything that we've got going on first. Actually, so why are so many people not... Are they missing tools? What's going on here? What's wrong here? No animal? No worker? Crap on a cracker. Let's take somebody out of the barn. Barn. So honestly, we don't need that many people in the barn. Wait, is there only one person in the barn now? What is happening? No, Roland's still there. Where's our third barn worker? That one. We'll take Wigbert. He can take care of the pigs. Okay, that fixes that problem. Farming, what's wrong? Farm shed needs repaired. That's easy enough. Fishing hut needs repaired. We knew that. Kitchen. What's wrong with the kitchen? No resources. Missing wooden bowls. Okay, so let's make like 10 bowls. Although, to be fair, we probably don't actually need bowls. We probably have so much food. That's why I wanted to revamp what they're doing for the kitchens. So I want one to focus on cheese making. I want to automate that part so that we can just constantly sell them, because they're worth quite a bit of money. But I really want to get the mine fully staffed before I worry about that too much. I think that kid's dying. Sounds like tuberculosis to me. Okay, so if we come down here, we need 8 stone for the base. And we need a whole lot of logs. So let's see, we can carry 40 kilograms-ish? We'll take 25. Yeah, we're slow, but it's not awful. And it's right up the road. We're gonna need 2 more, well, 1 more producer for this. I didn't grab quite enough. I think we needed like 3 more. Nope, more than that. Oh, maybe not. I think we need 4 more. And then some planks. How many planks? Looks like 24 planks and 4 more logs. $18, $20, $22, $24. So we need to make 4 crafts of planks, and then we should be good. The nice part about automating the cheese is it requires quarks, which can only be made with the spoiled milk. So you don't have to tell them to hold off or try to figure out the math to make sure that you get enough spoiled milk, because they will only be able to make as much as you already had spoiled milk. So that'll even itself out pretty quick. They'll either make a full batch every 2 days, or they will make oh my god, I did all of the logs. Son of a bitch. Well, we have eight extra planks. And I still have 20 fur shoes for them to sell. And they're not even keeping up. I might actually wind up doing another tailor as well. Or, sewing hut, rather. Whatever they call it. There we go. So we should have one gal that's unemployed currently that is not pregnant or a mother. Or not. Oh, there she is. So she can go to work in the new forge. Or smithy, rather. Holy crap! No wonder we're running out of tools. We lost 2 people from 2 different forges. Or smithies. We have 3 smithies with 1 person apiece because of pregnancies. Oh. Really, really bad timing. Shit. Alright, we still have a worker that's not doing anything. So who are we missing? It says we have 40 out of 41, unless it's not counting it because we just moved her. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, so we need at least 2 producers. Probably, well, I don't want to do 3 because they're going to come off maternity leave eventually. Let's do 2 producers because that way we can move one of them when the time comes over to the 3rd sewing shack. So we're going to have to build an extra house. Oh my god. Like, I understand and it's realistic. They can't work when they just had a baby. That's an unrealistic expectation. But at the same time, that's rough. Do we have rye seeds? Please tell me I kept back rye seeds. I did. Good. Okay. So we can fix the fields right now. Rye. So why is only one of them being harvested? Where is she? Oh, don't tell me she's out with child too. Oh man, that one hurts. Shit. Oh, and Dagmar's pregnant, so even if we move her... Oh my god. Piss poor timing. Alright, Roland, you're moving for a minute, buddy. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to help with the fields because I didn't catch that nearly early enough. So first things first, let's take the oats and the poppy. Oops. That was a bad swing. There we go. Oh, I just beheaded a kid with a scythe. Thank God it didn't actually hurt them. These scythes are so much better than the sickles. I highly recommend buying one if you can't make the bronze ones yet. I mean, just the area that it covers makes this so much faster and easier. Yeah, my biggest problem is if I get a bunch more people, I'm going to run into the issue of they're not going to have jobs once all the people that are on maternity leave come back. So then I'm going to have to make more jobs for them. Okay, so for right now, let's put the oat away, because we're not, and the poppy, because we're not going to do anything with them. We'll do that at the end of the episode. We are going to need 50 fertilizer. And it's up to 700, so if we lose 2 years of fertilizer making because people are out of work, I'm not particularly worried about it. At this point, we have so much, it's not really going to hurt us. So let's put you in 7. And let's see about shearing and... Are you ready? You are. But that's what I mean, like I spent an hour and a half yesterday trying to figure out, I guess I didn't spend the whole hour and a half, but I spent quite a bit of time yesterday figuring out the exact mix to get the most out of our production. And then as soon as the season changes, we've got so many people out for pregnancies that all of that is destroyed now. Like none of it is optimal anymore. That's the frustrating part. I don't mind doing the math. I really don't. But I don't want to have to do the math every 20 minutes. That part frustrates me. The other thing that I wish that they would do is with the stalls. It's cool the way that they have them set up and how you can sell a certain number per day. I really like that. But I also wish that you could sell a certain number per day, but make it so that they kept a certain number in storage. As I would love to automatically sell our seeds and make sure that they leave 210 in storage for the fields. Unfortunately, the only way to do that is to break it out by day and make sure that you stop them on the day that you need to plant. And that's not the most efficient. Oh, there's a cow shed that we're not going to build. Whoa! I missed some poppy. And scythe. There we go. The same with tools. I would love to be able to set them up to just sell max number of stone knives and not have, or iron knives even, and not have to worry about it. And tell them to make sure that there's at least 4 in storage so that if people need them for their job, they will always be there. But you can't do that. So you have to try to make sure that you're producing and buy enough more than what you actually are using, and that you are selling less than you're producing by enough to leave the remainder for the jobs. And it's a lot of extra math that could be easily removed by simply setting a sale cap. I mean, we did it when I was general manager of a store. We did that all the time. You had a build 2 number. So if you were below that number, you ordered up to that number. And if you were above that number, you didn't order. Problem solved. It's basically the reverse version of that. It's a sell to number. I wonder if we made that recommendation, if they would actually do anything with it. So I know the game's fully released, but they do still update it periodically. I'll have to hop onto their Discord and see. Nope, I still needed that. It's these that I don't need anymore. Okay, so we're gonna do rye for all of this. And I am gonna have to help him a little bit with that one field because he got a late start because I didn't realize that our farmer was pregnant. Right. I wouldn't... Yeah, if they broke the one slider that they have into two, you could totally make room for it in the UI as well. I would really like to be able to set up crop rotations as well, rather than having to change them every season so that the NPCs know what you want. I wish that you could just set it up for the year kind of a thing, and let it go. Oh, that was weird. It wouldn't let me sow, and then I walked away and came back and it would. Yeah, this is like our third year of me doing the same rotation on all of the fields. So I really wish that there was a way to set them up for, in summer I want you to do this, in fall I want you to do this. And then just forget about it. Okay, so the other guy's already manuring, so I'm going to help him pick. There you go, buddy. I should probably help him fertilize a little bit too. Well, we'll see where he gets to. So I also need to change the NPCs over a little bit for... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, because we haven't threshed the rye yet. No, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. Oh yeah, that was thunder. That was definitely thunder. Why do I randomly have 1,000 flaxseed in my inventory? I mean, not that I'm complaining, that's good money, but, you know? Oh, there's still 2 ton in there. Okay, I guess that's for sale. You could hear the thunder? Wow. Yeah, that's the thing that happened. Okay, so we've got some milk and some soured milk. Let's take a bucket of each. Oh, we have way more soured milk than we do milk right now. I think I'm going to take one of these guys off of potage and put them onto quarks and milk. Because we are making more potage than we're consuming now, because between their skill and the fact that we have 2 people per shed now. So we'll have to see how much milk we're getting per day. So if we go to our... Oh, right. What did we level up in our... Nope. Nope. Oh, right. We unlocked the cow shed that I don't really care about. So the smithy's at 5,000. We're almost to 4,000 already. Now the market stall we unlocked... Not last episode, but the episode before, and that was at 2,500, so we've already jumped over 1,000. Most of it was those damn flatbreads. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this cheese in there, and we will put the extra quarks in here. And we still have quite a bit of soured milk in there, so we need to right management. We want to go to our animals. And in our fold number 2 should be the goats, yep. So how much milk? So he's getting a bucket a day of milk. 1.13. So we will take our... Okay. Now we need to figure out how much food we're actually using. So we're using 1482 food per day. So if we... divide that by 30, because that's how much food potage gives. That's 49.4 crafts per day. So we'll round that up to 50, just for safety's sake. And we'll go into our kitchen. And how much potage per day are you making? 24.8. Which means you are also making 24.8? No, you're making a little bit less. Okay, so 24.8... plus 22.5 is 47.3. out of our 49. So if we have the third kitchen make 3. Yeah, because they're making another 19. So let's have them make 3. And that'll put us at 50. And then we can use the remainder to split evenly between quarks and cheese. So let's see. What percentage was that? 16. So we're looking at 84. So 42. 42%. And then we'll tweak from there because I'm pretty sure that they are not equal. Oh, we're not going to be able to see. Okay, so the other problem is each bucket gives us 10 crafts. So this is not actually going to be enough cork to use what we have coming in. We're still going to have to do some of it ourselves, but at least they'll be doing some of it. So let's, since we don't have enough for the cheese at the moment, let's take this up to 10. And then we'll just dump the rest into cheese. Okay, that works. So now we're covered in food because we only want them eating potage because we want to sell the cheese. And they're making 10 quarks and Lord only knows how much cheese because we don't have the resources for it at the moment. But that'll keep them on that for us so we don't have to worry about it. Now, can we milk some goats? Or are they still not ready? I need you to get away from the damn gate. They're not ready. Okay. So let's put these buckets back in here because they were all milk. And grab this poop. I'm really glad that our house is not anywhere near the animal pens. These things are loud as shit. It's Minecraft all over again, where you build your cow pen so far away from your house because you can't stand the sound. Okay. So let's put the manure away. We can't sell our what's-its at the moment. The flax, because the sun's going down, which means by the time we get to a town, they're going to be otherwise occupied. So let's grab some more potage for ourselves. That's the only downside with doing the exact amount of potage, is that doesn't leave any for us. Which means I'm going to have to periodically make some just based on what we take. Not a huge deal, but... Okay, now the other problem that I didn't foresee is, are we getting enough meat? We need to go into our hunting lodge. How much meat are we getting? We're pulling in 100. That's not enough. We need to be pulling in 150 because it's 3 meat per craft. So we're going to have to back the feathers off a bit. Good enough. Oh. Well, we're not getting feathers anymore. Of course, our other option... Because we are still getting a surplus of this. So let's take our leather to 90. And then we'll leave that at 100. And then we'll put the rest back into feathers. Wow, that actually gets us more feathers. Excellent. So now if we come down to our production, or our services and our resource stall, how many feathers are we selling daily? We are selling 85, so let's bump that up to 100. Perfect. And we ran out of clay vials again. We're going to have to do something about that. Oh, okay, those are just a 1-to-1. That's not worth selling. So now in our food stall... So we're looking at 10 cheese per day eventually. Actually, it would wind up being 5 cheese per day. And we currently have this set to sell 4 per day, so that's not going to hurt anything. That'll be fine. Then our flatbread, we still have 192 left. Okay. Okay, that works. How are we doing on coins? So we had 3 grand in there just from the day. So we're back above 30 grand, which is fine, because in 3 days we're going to lose 10 of it. So let's go ahead and take the stone. Not limestone. Regular stone. There we go. 108. And then 38 logs. And we're going to have to take a potion to move. Do we still have a potion of weight on us? No. So... bloop. Oh, shit. That wasn't enough. Oh, we still have cabbage on us. That's a problem. What else do we still have on us that we could put away? Okay, so I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to drop the logs. Really? I'm carrying that much that I have to drop both the logs and the stone? Where the shit is our horse? What are you doing, Goober? Yeah, I hear you. Alright, now we should be able to grab the logs from here. Nope. Well, crap. Double crap. This has turned into a whole thing. It was not supposed to be this big of a deal. I forgot how heavy cabbage is, apparently. I mean, I guess it does have a lot of water content. Seriously, even with that potion active, I can't move? I had to have picked up something heavy. We put the cabbage away, so it's not that. Okay, so this will get us another house. Which is one step closer to having enough workers. We're gonna have tool issues here very soon, though. But I do want to get us swapped over to bronze as soon as we can figure out how much tin and copper we can actually swing. I think we still have a couple more people to get up to where we're maxed. Now the other big problem is we are nearing our build limit, which means we have to be careful what new buildings we put down, especially because all of the kids that they are having all of a sudden are going to need a place to live when they hit the age of majority. We might wind up having to kick some people out of the village. When the kids are grown. How many planks do we have? Not enough. So we need 80. We have 10. Which means we need 70. So 35. There it is. Yeah, I'll have to run down to the cave so that you can see how it looks with the mine stuff. So it is massive. It easily doubled the size of the cave system. And it threw torches all along it. I had planned to explore it a little more deeply today, but got sidetracked by trying to man it. So I really want to see how deep it goes, and like we went to the very ends of it, but I didn't really look around. I mean, it's at the tail end of yesterday's episode, but I'd rather go explore it because I want to check it out. Yeah. That's the squirrel on crack syndrome's what we always called it. But yeah, same concept. Alright, so there's our planks. Now we can go finish the roof. And honestly, I mean, going up there to investigate it at night's not really a problem since they put torches up, so we might just go check it out. I can't quite reach. Oh, maybe. Nope. Can't quite reach it through there. My other issue is once we hit building limit, we are not going to be to the bottom of the building experience. So how I don't know how to efficiently get down the rest of the way in the build tree. Because building is way more experience than insulating is. Insulating's 1 per tile. Building's 3 per tile. I mean, I guess what we could do is when I get to 1 building away from max, just go off somewhere and build a building, tear it down, build a building, tear it down, but that's going to be super tedious to grind. Alright, so let's eat some food and go check out the mine. Yep, that's a fence. That was a tree. And my horse landed on me. That's what I get for riding through the forest at night, I guess. At least the horse's fall was cushioned. Alrighty. So when you build the mine, it actually places at the mouth of the cave. So it's right here. And it did block us from 1 tin deposit that we can't get to. But they put torches and crossbeams throughout the whole thing. It's still kind of dark at night, but during the day this is perfectly lit up. So this was one of the normal offshoots. We already knew that was there. Now this split was also already here, I believe. Yes. This split right here was where we had a wall right here and we had a wall right here. So from here on it's all new. So there's an extra split here. Is that salt? That's salt. There's some iron. There's some iron. Oh, there's some copper. But I mean, it's massive now. Like if we take this branch, it's going to split again. And then I think one more time? No. Yeah, it splits one more time. Or I got turned around. That's a thing too. Okay, so let's... Here we go. Yeah, here's the extra split. And then there's a split off the split. And it just keeps going and going. And here's another split. And then this room has 2 iron in it and a big stalagmite in the middle. Yeah, this place is massive. The one upside is when they put in the torches and the support beams, they also put in these signs that point you to the exit. So you might not be able to find your way to the very bottom, but at the very least you can get back out. Yeah, and this is another side branch that just keeps going into a dead end down here. It's pretty big. I mean, before it was pretty linear. There were 2 splits, but the off branches were really short. There was more or less one main way to go. Now, like, it actually branches out down below. But at least you can follow the signs to get out. That is one upside. The torches really do help too. Like normally I would not come to the mine at night, and now you can. It's still not optimal, but you can. Thankfully it's safe. There aren't any hostiles in the mine. And you can take your mountain. I just got off because it was going to be hard to see. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. Yeah. The downside is, once I put the storage there, I was able to clear out the mine in a single day and still have time left to do other stuff. I can't do that anymore. It is going to take more than a day to clean that out. Okay, so we do need to grab some more food. And I think I'm actually going to grab... nine... and... 6... and then my 3 bowls back. And make our own. Just so that we're not, because they're making the same amount that we're consuming at the moment. So I don't want to dig into that too deep. Alrighty. Have a good night, man. We will see you next time. Alright, let's go see what we can do for peoples. What do we still need? We still need some diggers, I'm sure. Okay, the mine needs one more. So 2 diggers wouldn't be too big of a deal. What do we have available for housing? We've got a regular house and then the overflow should we need it. Okay. And then for production... So 2 diggers is good. Oh shit. We lost one of our woodshed people too. It's mandatory 2 diggers. Let's see. Probably 2 producers as well. If I could not find another digger producer, that would be ideal. You ran out of flat hats. Why did you run out of flat hats? I don't know. Wow. Okay. Let's see if we can get 2 diggers and possibly 2 producers. We might just get 2 diggers and try to jigger it to limp by until we can get enough for the rest of it. Neither one of you. Poop. Two diggers? You got 3 people. All female again. No diggers. We do have a producer, though. 2 producers. Both female, though.
Hail, friend.
So you're 29.
Hello there.
And you're 27. Okay, we're gonna put you in the overflow house. Now we're gonna put you in one of the 2 smithies. 3 smithies. So a male producer and 2 either-or diggers. Okay. I'll run on up into here. Male producer, good enough. So we're going to put him in with the gal that we just took on. And we're going to put him in one of the other smithies. Perfect. So now we are only after 2 diggers. One male and one female. Now we're going to have to find a place to put another house. I have no earthly clue where we're going to put another house. I guess we'll find a place. We'll have to find a place, right? Are you a digger? Not really. I suppose in a pinch. We could always take on a 2. I would just prefer not to. I would almost rather wait for a 3 even if we don't have somebody in the position.
Greetings. Only the best products here.
Okay, well at least we can sell off some of the flaxseed here. Not much of it.
Stranger, have a good day.
Hail, friend. Whatever you need, I've got it. Have a good day.
Are you two the only vendors here? Seriously? I thought that you had a vendor by the donkey person. I guess not. Okay. It is what it is. Two people here? Looks like. A male and a female, at least. Nope. And nope.
Great best goods in the valley.
Oh.
Thanks, stranger. Goodbye. It's nice to meet you. Have a good day.
Greetings. Best goods in the valley. Stranger, see you soon.
Okay, border wall. Come on, please. We got a female digger.
Hello.
Oh, she's 18 too. Excellent. She's a little young for the mine though, so we're going to go ahead and put her on the well. Excuse you. 4 times I tried to talk to him.
What can I trade is in my nature.
Age doesn't have anything to do with work performance. It has to do with how many times they can mate. So it takes them a couple of seasons to get together. If they're within 10 years of each other, they will get together the fastest and form a family inside a house. But they have to be no more than 20 years apart, or they won't form a family at all. And between 10 and 20 years, it is much slower than up to 10 years difference. But if you have a couple that is 2 18-year-olds, you have the potential of, if you move their very first child out as soon as it turns 18, they will give you 3 kids instead of 2. Also, hello.
Hail, friend. Best goods in the valley.
So, if you put them in the houses that are big enough to have 2 beds, then most couples will give you 2 kids before they're too old to have kids anymore. But if they're 18, you can squeeze out 3 if you do it right. I think it's 18 to 20 you can get away with it. If they're over 20, you're only going to get 2 out of them. Which is fine. I mean, that just replaces them as they get old. But if you want to grow your population through children, because the children are an average of their parents' they're an average of their parents' skills.
Well,
Bertold.
it was nice seeing you.
Oh, okay. Well, hi. I did not know you were lurking. I'm sorry. It only shows me people that have the stream up as their active window, so most of the time I just assume I'm by myself, and then I get surprised when there's like 3 or 4 people watching that I didn't know about. And something will happen and they'll start talking and I'm like, what the hell? Because YouTube's weird that way. It only counts views and likes if somebody likes, or if they have it as their active window for more than, I think it's a full minute. But that's okay. And I can't really complain either, because I'm a lurker myself, so I get it. That's a wolf. Hello! Yeah, how about you go away? As long as I don't hit a tree, we can outrun him just fine on the horse. I think we got away with it. Not focusing on getting the workers you need. Yep. Yeah. If you're quick about it, you can throw up a small house, a small wattle house, and then just tear it down later after you build them a real house. But if you're quick about it and you sprint straight home, sometimes you can get away with it. My biggest problem is I did not know about the children averaging their parents' skills in the beginning, so I have some very poor matches that already have children, or were already formed into families that I can't break up. So that was a bit of a problem. And thankfully, I mean, their kids aren't terrible. They're still 2s and 3s, and will probably be 3s or 4s by the time they become apprentices. And they'll probably be higher than that by the time that they become actual adults. But they're not as high as they could have been. It's possible to get up to 10 in a single generation if you do it right. Yep, that was a tree. That was totally a tree. And now my camera's busted. Nope, still busted. Okay, if I get off and back on the horse, will it let me do it? There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And I feel your pain there too. I do feel your pain there too. There are many, many times where I don't finish whatever I set out to do in that particular stream because I was distracted by something entirely unrelated. That's why I try to be clear about my goals in the beginning of the stream. That way I have to at least try to get those done. Even if it's just because I said I would. Alright. Is our digger male or female? I have already forgotten. Female. Which means that you are not going to work, sir. And we are stymied until next season. So that gal that I put on the well is now going to the mines. Poor lady. I do not remember her name. I think it started with an I. No, it wasn't you. No, it started with an A. It was Albreda. Yep. You are going to the mines, lady. Yeah, I'm super stoked for the multiplayer. I was more stoked until I realized that none of my friends really want to play. But everybody said they were interested, and then they all just kind of disappeared. But that's okay. So now we can actually take a look at what our mine's doing and what we can expect from it. So we're looking at 44.55. So we need 44 at least for one of the forges, smithies. I keep calling them forges. Oh yeah, we're not going to get anywhere near 44. They are producing way the shit more than these guys can handle. That's a problem. Okay, so 12.6. So if we go into this one, that's the tools. If we go into this one, 12.6 bronze. Okay. Then I guess you could do the rest as iron. And then that leaves this one for you to just do tools. Yeah. Well, and it's hard because, like, you have games like Grounded where the combat was really actiony, and I very much liked that. I used to like the combat in Valheim too until they did the whole perfect blocking doesn't negate all damage anymore. But yeah, the combat in this is a little lacking. The fact that there's no armor is disappointing as well. I get that we're peasants, but we're making everything ourselves. So we could realistically, we have blacksmiths. We have 6 blacksmiths. Why could we not make plate mail? Or at least chain. Or even leather. I mean, let them make leather armor, because that was not unheard of for hunters to have leather armor from the hides of the things that they killed. Because it's also really frustrating if you don't have any points in the perks for hit points or damage reduction to get headshot by the frickin' snipers that are bandits. And when you've got 5 of them mobbing up on you, the clunkiness gets frustrating. Okay, so we are going to take all of our copper out of here. So we want copper hammer 0.16 at least. It's a bronze hammer 1.6. 0.16. Wait! No! Oh, that's bronze bar. Okay, bronze hammer. 0.15. That's close enough. So it looks like we can get the bronze to be more or less the same. So we need 0.89 axe. .81. Yeah, so it's close. It's really close. As long as we do them one at a time like this, we'll be fine. Bronze hoe. Copper knife will turn into bronze knife. Copper shovel. I can kind of see that, but I think that could also be extraordinarily frustrating as well, depending on the frequency. Because if you're in the middle of something and the bandits won't stop attacking your friggin' village while you're trying to build, or you're off doing storyline quests and they attack your village and you're half the map away and can't get back in time, like, I could see that going both ways. We're going to need some more bronze pickaxes, though. Maybe just one a day. There we go. So now we should be into bronze tools completely. So the iron stuff we still need tech for. How close are we for that? So we still need 1200. So, if we don't get it when I thresh all of the stuff. Oh, I guess there's not much to thresh because it's just the stuff from the backyard field. So we will probably get that in the spring. I don't know. We're in Jezreka. When all the rye is done and I make a shit ton of flatbread again, we will probably unlock the iron tools. Yeah, that would be good. Or there used to be a quest before the game fully released. One of the quests had you getting together a bunch of logs to help build a wall around one of the other towns as part of the quest, because there were wolves in the area. And granted, the storylines are much more in-depth than they used to be. Like, they actually have a story now. But I kind of miss things like that, where you felt like you were... There's bandits. That was an arrow. Okay, quick save. Oh. Yeah, the bowmen are just absolutely asinine. Yeah, that's every time I encounter bandits, I die at least once until I figure out where the bowman is and take them down first. The only reason I was 2-shot instead of 1-shot is because I have max ranks and extra health and max ranks and reduced damage taken. And I was still 2-shot. Ah. Now, the issue is, I never did see where the bowman was. Yeah, but he saw me. Shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. Oh, that's one of our villagers. I almost tried to murder a villager. There he is. So he doesn't highlight with the skill, but you can see his name. Holy shit. And all they had in their contraband was 2 cabbages. Ugh. find all my damned arrows. Yeah. I had one of my earlier episodes. I was on my way home from recruiting somebody, and I watched him just casually walk right in front of 2 different wolves like it wasn't a thing. And I killed them both. I think that they don't catch aggro. As I noticed when, to test a theory, of course, that's always the excuse that I use, I tried to shoot a villager in the head, not one of my own villagers, but one of the NPCs in the head with a bow. It just goes through them like they're not there. So I'm assuming that they are exempt from the aggro rules. Yeah, he was on his way to the mine. He's like, yeah, I don't care. Arrows flying every which way. But that's why I paranoid quick save all the time, because they're just... The bandits are kind of OP. That's also why I don't really want them to attack my village when I'm in the middle of something. Okay. Throw our cheese in here. And the cabbage. And the onions. Alright, apparently my door's having an aneurysm. There we go. So these bottles I think I'm gonna sell. Copper arrows I'm gonna sell. These we'll put in there for the villagers to use. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll do. Yeah, we still have 184 flatbread from the last crafting. Okay. So we have for coin another 1390. Well, we're over 40 grand, so we're starting to get back on track now. Finally. Of course, you know, next season we're going to lose 10 grand again to taxes, so there's that. So let's... Did I put the rye... or the oat and the poppy in here? I thought I did. Oats, yep. And then poppy should be in here as well, yes. Okay. We've got a couple of buckets for water. So what I think we're gonna do is, like I normally do at around this time, we're gonna go on a big crafting spree. So rather than just chilling with the crafting screen up, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. That way nobody has to watch a half an hour of this. So thank you for watching. If you learned anything useful, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you had a good time, the same applies. And if you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your evening, and we will see you next time.